What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Nerd On Update, our weekly show in which we talk about the nerdy news that's exciting to us, interesting to us, makes us happy, makes us sad, makes our pants bulge, all sorts of different things that make us, I don't know, happy. And the later part of the show in which we answer questions from you, the people. That's you. I'm talking to you. Yes, you. But the real first part of the show is we just sit here and we just talk. Sometimes we don't even talk.
We hang out. We catch up.
Yeah. We just.
I'll tell you one thing we don't do. We don't pretend we are the news and misinform you.
Yeah.
We just
there it is.
tell you the things we know. How's it going, everybody? In the stream, in the chat, how's it going? The hosts, Amy, how you been? What's life been like?
Life is lifing. I am alive. I am kicking. There seems to be a whole bunch of stuff that randomly just drops now, like whenever it wants to. And I'm like, why? Where is your marketing? Where is your marketings? What are you doing to help support us?
There have been a few things that I'm like, I have no idea that was coming out. Like, what?
Exactly.
What?
I watched this clip of, I think it was at Vanity Fair, and they put Dakota Johnson in the lie detector thing, and they're like, do you know who this woman is? And it was some blonde woman, I guess, who has a podcast. And then she's like, no. And then she's like, do you know who this woman is? And she's like, aren't they the same woman? She's like, no. He's like, is that this girl with the podcast? Like, they have different podcasts. Like, so these two women have podcasts. Do they hate each other? I was just like, that's how it is. It's like, there's so much shit about things that, like, I don't care. It doesn't matter. Why does it matter? Who is these people? Why are these people mattering? You know,
who is these people?
Why are they mattering?
Who is these people?
Oh no!
What?
Oh my god!
What happened?
Oh, you moved your shit.
I moved my.
He's moved his square.
Oh, that's the square is moving. That's what I was seeing on the stream.
My keyboard, the down button gets stuck. And
That's because you eat fried chicken at the keyboard. You need to get it out of there.
I thought it was because you were down with the sickness.
There it is.
No.
Yeah, I get it.
I did watch 28 Years Later in theaters, and let me give you all the spoilers, guys. So No, no, I'm not gonna spoil it. If anyone hasn't watched it, Josh, you could feel free to plug your ears so you don't get anything out of this. And I'll do this when
La
I'm
la
done.
la 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 la
I'm
la
not gonna
la
give
la
actual
la.
spoilers, but
Oh,
don't
it's a
la la
non-spoiler.
la. Just close your ears because it's an
I
audio.
I'm closing
I
my
have
headphones
hands.
like right
I
into
have
my ear.
headphones, but it's loud.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Hold on.
It's good.
Okay. No.
It made me feel things I didn't think I was gonna feel, and I'm really excited that there may be more.
I hear it's a trilogy.
Rafe,
It's the
I
start
don't
of a
know. Do you want the
trilogy.
spoiler or not? Do you want the spoiler or not?
No.
Can I put my
Okay.
headphones back on now?
No, not
Being
yet.
here and
Not yet.
eating.
Rafe Fiennes was my favorite in that one. And cool, we're done. Put the headphones on. We're good.
All I saw
Okay.
was Josh doing secret hand signals, and I was like, "Uh-oh, this is
What?
the part of school that I failed."
Did I watch? Oh, I also watched F1 this weekend, and apparently everyone like wanted to talk shit about it, and I'm just like,
Everybody always
guys,
wants to talk shit about everything. Like,
but like, okay,
like
but look,
Ironheart,
I
people are already just like fucking.
haven't watched it. I haven't watched that. I
We
don't know
only have
about
a 6 season. It's a 6 season or 6 episode limited, and it literally ends tonight. I think.
Wow.
Like it's rude. That's rude. Disney. That's
Well,
rude.
people, what people are complaining about F1 is that it's boring, predictable, and it's
Brad Pitt being
it's
sexy
predictable.
Brad Pitt again.
But like, okay. But to me, it's just like it's not boring. First of all, I think like the way it's shot, and it's just like, look, this is visual roller coaster of just like it's going fast, people can die, and that's it. And it's shot very well. It's the same guy who did Tron Legacy, Maverick, and you're just like, okay, is it going to be like, oh my god, we resurrected what America used to mean for people? No, it's never that. It's just like, it's just to me when people are like, Tom, you don't like fun. I'm like, you guys don't remember what fun is. Like, this is just like,
don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby. I do know fun.
This is popcorn movie. It's just fast, high octane. I will say this: my hottest take is I don't know if Brad Pitt can act. Sometimes I'm like, they just put him in the role and he just does the thing. And I'm like, that's
you almost
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt being Brad Pitt being Brad
in a
Pitt.
Brad Pitt
in a
Brad Pitt movie produced by Brad Pitt.
But they write it so it's like that's a good line. Yeah, and he delivered it. That's a good line. But it's also like anyone else could have did that exact same line. It's just a well-written script. And it's well directed and it's well shot. And like it's a very, very modernist movie, not postmodernist, a modernist movie. It's got old versus new, and I liked it, but people were I was like, of course it's predictable. What do you think? Fucking aliens gonna show up at the end of the movie, or like there's gonna be this like espionage and the twist at the end? You're like, no. Hi, Amy. What's going
on? I just wanted to ask if this is the one where they have the F1 drivers drive the Lego F1 models of their cars around the track, because they partnered with Lego to do that, I believe, in a marketing stunt for this movie, and it is adorable.
Lego promo.
And they're like full-size cars, and they're driving them, and they're made out of Legos.
Is that this one, or is that Gran Turismo?
I don't know if it was Gran Turismo.
Gran Turismo.
What?
I keep thinking of like my favorite. I used to really love racing games, and my favorite was one of my first PlayStation games. When PlayStation games, they had the long case. They didn't have the small little square case that we know and love. It was a longer case, and it was Ridge Racer. And I love that game. I put so many hours on, and I became very good at racing games.
I really hope that is on your reel. That
Ridge Racer.
Yes, please. I need Tom. We need to put that into a commercial right now.
Yeah, when Ridge Racer calls me.
No. For Arcane Fortress, that would be amazing. You just have one
for Ridge Racer to say Ridge Racer.
No, with the voice.
Oh, the voice. Yes.
The voice. I know.
You said you wanted Ridge Racer. That's a very specific want. It's like when someone says, I can do a really good like Kermit the Frog, and it's like, cool. I need 800 million other characters, not Kermit the Frog.
I
I
like
need
the
so
voice.
much more than this.
I see how Lego built life-size F1 car models, but it was for
Probably.
the Miami GP. It wasn't for promotion, I think,
Eh.
for the F1 movie.
Well, there's a clip somewhere. I will find it and send it your way. But it's literally they're driving and there's two-man teams, and it's the person in the front's like, "I'm driving a Lego car," and they're the actual drivers, and the guy in the back's like, "Take it slow, don't go too fast. This can explode." And I'm
I'll
like,
say this
dude, I
too.
won't.
I watched the Gran Turismo movie, I think last year, and I really enjoyed that movie because it was like, a Cinderella story, but for racing. And like, they're a sport movie at the end of the day. That Ford v Ferrari. There's been like a lot of racing movies lately that aren't
I
Fast
love
and the
sports
Furious.
stuff. Man, it just makes me all
"Go sports,
like
go sports."
Sports movies
like
are
Welcome to
great. I
Wrexham.
love them.
The show is so good. It's so good.
Yes.
This last season, I cried. I cry every year.
But with these racing movies, I would have to say I was just like, wow, I'm just they don't they're never not entertaining. They're never not like, oh, this is boring. It's more just like, all right, they're gonna race and someone can die and someone often usually gets hospitalized. It's almost like they're procedural at some point. It's like, someone's gonna go to the hospital. This is about 50 minutes in, someone's going to hospital.
Somebody about to die.
Yeah. But yeah, that's me. Amy, Josh, what's life been like? What's going on?
Didn't we ask this question?
I have not answered. Living that post-strike life. It's weird.
Mm.
It's I think I've told this story. I got my SAG card base in the mail the day the strike was called, and so I just like dug into union life and what it means to be a part of a union and like labor action, and like became pretty knowledgeable. But it's like July would have been a year, so it's June now. I spent almost my whole year in strike, and now that the strike is over, it's very and now we're doing the voting process, but it's like, oh, I'm getting auditions, and like I can say yes to all these auditions, and like a little bit of some work here. Audio work has been coming in, which is kind of nice. So crazy. Our vet died yesterday. Like we went in
Sorry,
for
what?
we had an appointment for Luna, baby, to she's been limping because she's old and she has old lady hips, and we were taking her in, and we got to the desk and they were like, yeah, Dr. Tang passed away this morning, and we were like, whoa,
Jesus.
Crap.
He helped us say goodbye to Raul just last month, and we're like, oh my god. But it's been putting perspective, like the past, like since Raul passed, perspective, like man, of how important just like life is, like the things that are important to you, and like really taking like stock of what you have, being nicer to people, and just like, man, it's life is here we are, we're living.
I want to say things so bad, but I won't, and I can't.
Like dark thing, like what?
No,
The way you approached that was a little alarming
I mean, I'm
and slightly
open
curious.
to
It
it.
makes me slightly curious.
No, none of you guys want to hear it. It's only good stuff, though. It's only good stuff. That's only good stuff.
Then why wouldn't you say it?
Why are you being a
It's
tease?
spoilers for a movie.
Oh. That was my next gut thing.
Is it Tony Todd in Final Destination Bloodline?
Shit. I'm not gonna say shit.
But you just did. You're
That's
swearing.
all I said. Do you want the spoiler? Do you want the spoiler?
No, I can't have the spoiler.
Okay, then that's it. That's all I'm gonna say. Then it's like
whatever. Oh my gosh. Okay. We got news.
I'll text you both individually, just so you guys don't get like weird spoilery things. Okay. Anyways, yeah, we can go into news. Who wants to go
I've
first?
also
with the
lost
news?
32 pounds.
Shut the front door. Congratulations. Get it.
Awesome,
Get it.
Okay, now news. Real
Party.
News.
That was news.
Amy, hit us with the news.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Yes, you.
All right, friends, associates, and people that are not yet friends and or associates on the internet. We're gonna start off with some wrestling news first and
Get it.
foremost, because Estevs is not here. We are not actually going to be focusing
He's
on the
being a bitch.
WWE universe. I know he got sick. What the heck?
What a bitch.
We are actually going to be talking about one of the mainstays, the staples of AEW, Orange, freshly squeezed Cassidy. Now, the reason Orange Cassidy is in the news currently, not only is he the king of sloth style and the inaugural Adult Swim booty belt holder, no joke, that was Comic Con last year. He's still holding the belt.
That was a lot of mushy mouth.
It was it
That
was
was a lot of
murdy.
words. Yeah.
It was a bit messy. I
Yeah.
apologize if I am not enunciating to my full abilities, but Tom said people don't use word good no more, and I gotta do that. Word good, yes.
No, they just don't use specificity anymore. Articulation is a different thing.
Mm,
Enunciating is a different thing. But go ahead.
yeah, truly that is. So, he won a belt from Adult Swim last year called the Adult Swim Booty Title or Booty Belt. In partnership with AEW, Adult Swim held.
Booty.
Yeah, it was pirate themed.
Did Ted Turner present it?
I don't know, but if he
No,
did, he probably got rolled out. Anyway, uh,
couldn't be
so
Ted. Yeah.
the reason Orange Cassidy is in the news currently is because he has a torn pectoral muscle. Um, yeah, which is nasty. Like, yeah, right?
It's a
It just
booby.
uh nobody's really seen him since the end of March. He hasn't really been wrestling, and then they found out that they do believe he has a torn pectoral. He's a two-time inaugural champion, intercontinental champion. He was a luchador. The man does a lot of things, but his style, sloth style, is particularly known because it's he puts his hands in his pockets. He has the kick of doom, which is literally like if Tom came up to you and he's like, "I'm kind of mad at you. I'm going to gently kick you in the shin." Like he wrestles if he has to wrestle, but it's all just like, whatever. It's everything's done comedically. Like if you watch any of his matches, it's great. But torn pectoral, don't know when we're gonna see him again. Currently on the sidelines. We send our best wishes to Orange Cassidy and hopes for a speedy recovery because you demand.
Yeah, get
Yeah.
better, bitch.
Yeah, you.
Jesus,
Somebody's
this
got
guy's
to do
fucking
something with.
injured.
Well, the thing is, hello, it's Comic-Con month. The man has a title. He has to like either defend it or drop it. And if he's just walking around at Comic-Con, someone's going to take that title. About that booty. Yo.
Maybe I
Okay,
can take it.
you could. You're down there.
I'm gonna go to
He's
Comic
got a
Con.
torn
I'm
pec.
gonna.
I mean, just go for the nipple
How hard could it
twist.
be?
He's wounded. I'll punch him there.
Yeah.
You strike your enemies when they're weak. You hear the lamentation of the women.
You just do like a you just like, twist the nipples.
Purple nurples?
Yeah.
Purple nurples. Purple nurples for everybody.
Josh, news for us.
She has more news, doesn't she?
I have more news. Yeah, I do.
Oh,
But
go
I didn't
on.
know if you wanted to spread it. Okay. So first thing that I want to also say too, we were having a conversation earlier before we went on the air about literally we don't know when marketing for things is coming out. It is driving us nuts. Things surprise. We're like, what the heck is going on? We got two things that have one thing that really kind of didn't have any marketing and one thing that is just starting marketing but is showing up on August 27th, which is the Eyes of Wakanda. So we're going back to Wakanda. We're getting an anthological series. It's coming out on Disney Plus on August 27th. So
Live
we're
action?
going. No, it's animated. But we're going to be able to see and experience a lot other sides of Wakanda, not just the royal family. I'm really hoping that they bring up the Midnight Angels because I wants to see our Dora Milaje in some like straight up Iron Man style suits and destroying things, but for the good of the people and saving just everybody across the world.
Shout out to my friend
So that
Zeke who is in it.
yay! I'm excited. See, and at least now you know too, which means we get to market more, get it out there. So keep your eyes out for that. August 27th, Eyes of Wakanda, available on Disney Plus. They don't sponsor us yet, but I'm working on it. I'm just give us money. And then speaking of give us the money, keep our lights on. Patreon. So, I'm so sorry. And the last thing for my news, it has been taking the world literally by storm. That's something that was very quietly released on June 20th on Netflix is
Sensing a
K-pop.
pattern.
Yeah, have you noticed?
Marketing.
It's really weird. Yeah, they don't want to. And it's also another animated feature. It's K-pop Demon Hunters. Now, as I said, it was released on June 20th. This Sony Picture Animation Studios feature that was supposed to be theatrically released, but until it was picked up by Netflix, um, dropped, and it has, no joke, taken the world by storm. We are introduced to an idol group or a K-pop group known as Huntrix, who are actually demon hunters.
Hell yeah.
And they have been tasked as the group for this generation, because once every generation or every decade, a group um, is tasked with not only coming to notoriety, but actually singing to create a protective shield or barrier that blocks demons from coming up and destroying and stealing their souls. Um, and this time it's this great group called Huntrix. What's up, Josh?
That's like some
I love I
totally spies.
I
That's very
love the
totally
setup for
spies.
anime type things. Just like I,
Oh
sorry,
yeah.
go on. It's too good. I love
It's
it. Uh,
So speaking of anime things, I'm gonna leave it there, because we have a rival K-pop boy band that
of
happens to
course.
come upon the scene, and of course, we might just have perhaps some intrigue, perhaps they are demons, perhaps they have ulterior motives, or maybe they just want to be idol of the year and steal it from Huntrix. I'll leave that for you guys to figure out, but just to say a couple of quick words on this thing is so dang fun. And Tom had this thing about when you say fun, it means that you don't know what you're talking about or you have nothing good to say. It's okay, Tom. We all have different definitions of things, but when I say fun, it's something that left me smiling. I could relate. Um the animation was great. We had hits from Mitchell's versus the Machines and Spider-Verse, like you could feel it in the animation style. There are actual idols and people that are in the Korean music industry that back up and do a lot of the singing and wrote the music. Like they're actually heavy hitters. There's
I get it.
beautiful folklore, there's community. It is a quick and easy watch. It is so much fun. And as I said, well, it's one of these actually. But you'll see, there's literally, you're going to just see memes of people doing this now because I said it online and your phone's heard you. Um, it is so much fun that the two fictional bands in the movie are currently charting on Billboard and Spotify worldwide. And
That's awesome.
there's some anime girl magical girl energy up in this, Tom.
I like that. I'm
I
down with
love
that.
it.
We got we got a
Love it.
little bit of possible tuxedo mask energy, like from a couple of people.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. All I'm going to say is this: when Schindler's List came out, people weren't saying this movie was fun. They were like, "It's really good." Like, let "it's really good" be the first thing for me, because I'm just like,
Just a
fun
jaunty
is like
romp through the Holocaust. It's so much. It's just
it's like 1917. It's so fun.
it's
That
so
shit
fun.
is fucking harrowing, man. Like that shit sucked. It's like
Have
it's
you
hard to watch.
have you heard me though? In relation to me, do I use the word fun to to exactly?
Well, like,
Paddington
okay,
2 is fun. Paddington 1,
well,
that's
okay. I'm gonna say
interesting.
this. I'm gonna say this.
That's interesting.
I can imagine everyone in the world saying it's fun, and like that's a shit movie, and they know it's shit, and then that is it, and it's like it's not trying to be anything good.
Jurassic
It's just like
World,
we're here to
whatever. It's fun.
we're trying to make money, and I'm like, okay. So
I
when I
have
hear
thoughts
it's
about
fun
that, Josh, though. Like, I
versus
actually have thoughts about Jurassic World Rebirth
like a movie
and
that's
how
like Rush Hour, right? And someone's like, "Oh, that's really fun." Then I'm like,
1 or 2.
so it's like I don't know what it is. Is it shit or is it good? Like
I
it's
would
like
tell
fun
you
could be
that.
literally both things at some point. And so I'm just like, is I don't know, man. And it's like I don't know, Cars 2. I'm like, it's fun. It's
When I
like,
say
For
something is
okay.
fun, I usually will mean like it's not good, but it's fun. I enjoyed it. It's like I had a good experience. That's how
Oh.
I would
Yeah,
use
that's
fun.
why I get the
That's different
conflation of just like
It's a different
versus
yes.
it's a
versus me,
LA
and I'm like,
knees of
"No,
it
I'm
all.
actually having a good time and
Yeah.
participating in not only the watching, and I've taken some things for this, so it's fun."
The
Not
negativity
like,
would be it's okay. It's
or it was interesting.
it was yeah, yeah.
It was
It
interesting.
was
That's
interesting.
mm.
Like,
It
I
was
kind of miss
something
when
to watch.
the hyperbole of when everyone was like, "It's the worst movie I've ever seen," and "It's the best movie I've ever seen." I'm like, cool. At least I have a gauge versus like it's fun. I'm like,
There is a
dude, you like
spectrum to
kicking
work with.
dogs, so I
There's
don't know what
such
the
a
fuck
big
is fun.
spectrum.
Yeah.
Like, if I can't say this is the best movie I've ever seen because there's so many other movies. We literally had the
'Cause
thing with
there's
the New York Times
Paddington
and the 100.
too.
There's Justice for Paddington too.
What
But
about 3? No one talks about 3. Was 3
Fuck
ass?
3.
Paddington
It's not
Paddington in
bad,
Peru, it's not bad.
but
That's
it's not
do
good.
you know what? That one, Paddington in Peru, is Josh's. It's fun.
It's fun.
It's
I
fun.
would
So it's
okay,
shit.
if I say that, it
No.
means like I'd be okay if I never saw it again.
Oh,
It's like
I
it was
mean,
fun,
yeah.
but
I wouldn't call
whatever.
that fun.
But fun is an
Fun
experience.
is what I go to do
is
for.
an
Like I go out, I play games, I play it
Listen,
multiple times.
Listen, in the
But-
Pantheon of Paddington, Paddington 1
3
is
3
Paddington 1.
movies, a
Hey,
pantheon.
hey, it is my pantheon now. Just sit your butt down, okay? There's 3 fates. There a whole bunch of
pantheon.
people that we need to deal with. So, Paddington 1, trash. That's if we're defining this in the fun category, it was
Jesus
interesting.
Christ.
It was interesting. Paddington
Jesus
2, it was
Christ.
fun.
Yeah.
I want to
Jesus
go again.
Christ.
Makes my
On a
pants
cracker?
bulge. Good.
Yes, in all types.
Yeah.
Paddington 3, it was okay. It's not bad, but it's not really good. It was fun. Like, again,
See,
inflection. But I'm
Watching
going to tell you, it's
things
like
is an experience. So when
Yes.
I watch something, I'm like, yeah, I can say it was fun because the experience of watching it was fun.
Mm.
I experienced that thing. So if I go and
I'm just saying, people have fun watching The Room because it's such shit.
you know, good for them.
But they also know. And it's, hey, we don't yuck anybody's yum. If that's what
I'm
they
not.
I
find
mean, we
fun.
But I
do.
just need to know. I just need to know. Like, am I going to watch like doo-doo, or am I gonna like, oh,
Is it
fucking people
doo-doo?
were awake
He
that
wants to
day
know
when
if
they
it's
wanted
good,
to
clean fun or dirty fun. Got it.
I
just
mean,
like a little bit, you know? It's just like
listen,
it's- it-
Tom,
it-
I
it-
know that you will actually not only like but appreciate K-pop Demon Hunters, and the experience that you have will probably be an enjoyable one in comparison to other films that you will be seeing that are of the animated variety within these couple of months.
like it's okay, and I'm gonna. This is a weird thing. I'm gonna bring it up,
Hit
and it's
me.
because I did a trailer reaction to Megan 2.0. whatever the
2.0.
fuck. And then hella people been commenting on it because I think I put in the thumbnail. I said, "It's so dumb. I love it." Because like it's just Terminator 2 for Megan. And I was like, oh my god, I can't believe they're fucking doing that's such a silly concept. And it's like, but I like that. I like when you go super silly because it means like you're just having the most fun with your material that you're like, let's just jump the shark. It's not a slasher anymore. This is kind of stupid. I'm like, okay, I'm here for this. Someone, all right, let's go fucking do this shit. And I'm like,
Pretty
cool.
much.
They weren't gonna be like, we're not gonna be like Chucky 2, Chucky 3, killing more people. They're just like, let's just go with it. And I'm like, I'm here for that. And I think a lot of people are like, it's not dumb. It's like it is kind of dumb, but it doesn't mean it's bad. It doesn't mean I'm gonna hate it.
Bonnie
It
and
means
I
like
use dumb as like it's like if we say, "Oh man, that is so dumb," that's us giving it
It's
a
fa-
compliment. A compliment. It's
Compliment.
like, "Oh man, that's so dumb."
Vin
Like, that's a
Diesel
good
stomping
thing.
a parking garage and that shit
So dumb.
collapsing is
So
dumb.
dumb.
But I'm
No.
fucking
But I
I'm
love it,
here
yeah.
for it. I am so
The
here for
shooting
it.
the wires and swinging Tarzan swinging the car, that is so dumb.
It's so dumb, but I love it.
I'm here for all of it. And that's I just
Exactly.
need to know that thing. Is it silly, dumb? Is it stupid? Does it try
Or
hard?
is
Is the
it
animation fucking
Dirty
insane?
dumb.
Like, is it emotional?
Dirty
Am I gonna
fun.
cry like a little bit? You know, like
You are.
Spider-Verse, right? You know what I'm saying? Like,
You-
just give me those. Just give me those.
Do you want in relation to Spider-Verse or in relation to
No.
Mitchell's versus the Machine? Tom, this is a widespread of like understanding and knowledge.
But then just say like, oh, did you like Mitchell versus Machine? You like this? That's
Do you?
okay. Cool.
Did you?
Yeah, I do.
Good. Then you like this. Did you like
Yeah,
Spider-Verse?
yeah,
You
that's
like this.
That's it. That's it.
Bitch.
That's all I needed.
I like that you're getting higher. Oh no, I'm a real boy.
All right.
Boy! Oh!
Oh,
Okay. Any more news, Josh? Or
Yes, I have news. I have news.
Josh,
Okay, mine's pretty quick. So the first one, the Project Hail Mary trailer dropped. I'm very excited because I love the book. Same author who wrote The Martian.
Qu-
The Martian.
Question. I have a question. I haven't watched the trailer for it, but I heard people got mad at the trailer because there was a spoiler in there.
Yeah, there is kind of a little bit.
Ipso facto. Okay.
Yeah, there is. Now that I think
Tread
about it,
carefully.
because like it's a little bit of like where it goes from there. Anyway,
No idea.
next, both my like the bigger pieces of news that I have are AI related. The big bullshit bill, sorry, the big beautiful bill, had a provision in it that had a moratorium that was a 10-year ban on states being able to put any sort of regulations on AI. And of course that would be bad, like real bad. And they removed it today.
Yeah.
For a few reasons I could see that it would be unsafe even from a government standpoint, because if you see what some programs can do, not saying that it's good,
Fucked up.
it's still slop, but it's like, listen, I've known some older people that it's like you send them an email and they don't check it came from this address. It's like, it's like older people who don't have the due diligence to search. It's like, yeah, some bad things could happen. Next thing is, and I love this so much. Jurassic World Evolution 3 launched, and it had generative AI in it, and it's so stupid. It's so stupid. Basically, what the Gen AI was it would generate the scientists' pictures, and so that they were all different and stuff. And they got some backlash from fans, from players, and so they removed it. And I'm like,
Release the Snyder Cut. It works, guys.
this is
Change Sonic. It works, guys.
this is, and it's so funny. People were talking about it. It's like, especially with, I think this is what I think about AI, and I think it's going to blow up in all of their faces. I really do. I think that they're going to be like, it's the hot button thing right now, and I think developers, no matter how big they are, tech companies, they need to put AI into something. It needs to be in there. It has to. And like, this is like, somebody was like, so you wanted Gen AI to be this little, it's the tiniest part of the game, and you had it in there. Like, it's almost meaningless. Like, why did you have it in there in the first place? But yeah, it's too funny. I just think that I think from a technological standpoint, from a Mother Nature standpoint, I just think that this is all going to blow up in their faces, because I think that they are underestimating people. I think that they think people are stupid. Which, I mean, listen,
There's
I mean,
chunk.
there's some.
Mhm.
There's
guys, for the love of God,
some. AI
read Dune.
Yes,
Dune
please.
literally starts off because the fucking AI wars. That's why they don't have artificial intelligence in that universe, because it starts off with the Butlerian Jihad, and there's like, people are only susceptible to other AI, and AI is just going to fight off with other bigger AI. So no matter what, it's a lose everything battle. And that's why they go against from thinking machines. Anyway, sorry.
To Brad's point in the chat, I was like, somebody was talking to me and they were like, oh, they like DM me and they were like, oh my gosh, thank goodness that the AI provision was removed, because that really would have fucked voice actors. And I'm like, it's okay. A whole bunch of other people are going to be fucked by this bill. So this is just like a tiny part.
Well,
of
it's like, oh, you're not going to get fucked in the ass, but you are going to get a bat to the face.
Yeah. Listen.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like people who are in the $30,000 to $60,000 bracket, your taxes just went up 7%.
Yeah, Honey Bear, it's pretty. The AI usage, it's amazing to see.
Was it 47 or 67% of like?
That's for the people who make $20,000 or less.
No, we're talking about Honey mentioned that there was a study that
the
came
MIT
out.
study.
Yeah,
where did anyone read it?
It was like either 47% or something. I read like part of it, and I was like, "Well, I'm glad I still use my brain."
They did 3 tests. They did everyone had to write essays, and they did people who had to use nothing, so their own
Mhm.
brain, people who use Google search, and then people who use ChatGPT. And then they had to write multiple essays and do different prompts. People who use ChatGPT, they would use the reading machines that were able to pick up on your alpha, beta, and delta bands of your brain waves, and pretty much the ChatGPT group, their brain activation was like lowered by crazy, like they just didn't respond at all, where the factor amount of happiness as well as brain activity was at an all-time maximum for the people who do use nothing, as well as the Google search, because the Google search people were like, they got to think of their own thing and then reinforce those thoughts with Google searching. So their reward receptors were going off. There was a lot of cool things in that report too that had LLM, so large learning model,
Mhm.
prompts to tell people who were going to take this report and shove it into an AI so they can read it back at them, and then it would actually break the the LLMs, and then actually do the thing that, because LLMs, unfortunately, they don't do like the necessary outcome that you want. So you could shove it's like, cool, here's this fucking Bible. Give me the 1 page breakdown of it. And it's gonna try to just jumble it all into like one summary, where
Mhm.
this one's actually going to provide the exact route. So it was a lot of that MIT study. I would recommend anyone read it just to be interested in it, so you have a little bit more information about it, because it's more than just the headline for sure.
Yeah.
But
What's your news, Tom?
Josh, anything?
No.
My news.
AI slop, everybody.
Yeah,
Mm.
my news. Two things. Amy, corroborate on this. Jim Shooter of Marvel, editor-in-chief for many years in the
Passed away.
1980s, passed away today from esophageal, I think that's how you pronounce it, cancer. He was 73 years old. Yeah, this guy was very prolific at the time, and really kind of made like oversaw the time and era during like Chris Claremont and John Byrne's
Mhm.
Uncanny X-Men, the Frank Miller Daredevil, the Walter Simonson Thor. So he's was, probably still is, a big name in the comic book lore, in the
Mhm.
world. Um, Obviously, you don't get to that position without making any enemies here and there. Maybe was beloved by all, but probably stepped on some feet, made some decisions. And Yeah, that was one bit of news. Jim
Yeah.
Shooter, RIP, 73,
And if I
Marvel.
can
Yeah.
quickly piggyback on that, Jim Shooter is also really important because he rose to editor in chief of Marvel at the age of 26 when he had been working for DC before. So he was a youngin, and then he literally not only professionalized, or they say professionalized, but he organized the company, which still at that time was really kind of tumultuous. This was the mid to early 70s. And he, as you said, Frank Miller's Daredevil and Claremont on X-Men, like, he is the reason that when we have such great stories now that everyone's like, "Huh, I wonder we're gonna flip through the books." He was the editor in chief that helped put those out. So Jim Shooter will definitely be missed.
Yeah. And then lastly, for my news of the day, what Amy did not want to talk about, because
I don't
Amy does
wanna.
not like this one.
No, I
Amy
don't.
does not like this.
Mm-mm.
And we'll talk about why. Because we have a new secret lair. If you don't know what secret lairs are,
Secret lair
they
alert.
are weird things that they work with magic, and so they do universes beyond. The first wave of it really was Walking Dead. People hated it because they're like, you're making cards that are specific, that are
Little
not going to be
bitches.
reprinted as universe within characters. Well, they changed the game completely, and they changed the meta. That's like, just do it with the characters you have in Magic the Gathering. And 3, 4, 5 years later, Josh, it's like putting AI in more video games. You'd be upset too.
Yeah.
It's an irritating thing, because it's a thing that no one wanted, and then all the company said was, "Don't worry, it's not going to happen all the time," and they did it every single time.
There's over
Um,
19,000 cards currently in the Secret Lair collection that started in
and
19.
they got so much backlash for how the shipment process was, because they would print product, and then some people wouldn't get it for like 6 months to a year. So now they go to short printing everything so they could tell their stockholders that, oh, look, we crashed the website. There's so much high demand, which makes scalpers just buy a fuck ton of those and sell them off for 200% the price. So yes, everyone does hate it. They're not just crocodile tears, Josh. But the newest secret lair, because it's an abysmal experience for everyone to buy it, because everyone has to wake up at 9 a.m.
No, you have to be before 9 a.m.
before 9 a.m. to get
So you get,
online,
like, a
and they'll
queue?
crash the website.
Oh,
So you
and
could
then you get
fucking
in the queue.
so you could spend fucking $80 or
Maybe.
$90 to $100, $200, $300, and then when you're in the queue, that shit won't even like be there by the time you're in the checkout cart.
I have to
So
put extra things in my cart if ever I try to do this, so I did it for the Marvel Secret Lairs.
mhm.
I literally put other things inside of my cart because I expected, even though I was
To
on the
lose shit.
website. Yeah, because it'll be like, "Oh, you can't do this, it's out of stock." Like, I picked only what I was gonna use to do, and it is a pain in the butt. The only other thing that does not do that with the Secret Lair, which is still a print on demand and not a forced scarcity scarcity mindset, is anything that when they do Secret Lair for charities. So
Mhm.
this one is Nuestra Magia.
Did you get the
Um,
Spanish or English?
no, I got the English, but this is foils. Mind you,
Mhm.
I wasn't the one that paid for it. Thanks, Eddie. Um, but half the proceeds for all of these do go to the charity. These are print to demand, which means if you want some, it's just in the time frame, go and
And
get
they
some.
last long. They go until the 13th of July.
Yeah, which means that I can buy more so that I get enough chanclas to put on all my creatures.
Yeah, so the newest secret lair they're currently doing, or they just announced last week, Monday or this week, I don't know,
It was
fucking
this
know.
week.
Is Sonic the Hedgehog.
No,
So again, just
no.
watering down the world building that they already built. They put 25 years into just to put more Fortnite fucking shit in there. Um I like the designs of the cards. I like the mechanical designs of the cards. I think the art style is fucking really whack, and I don't
Mm,
know what happened if they did not give the artists enough time to create the proofs of what the fuck they were doing,
they're
because
gross.
this looks like look, every artist begins somewhere, but man, I was like, this looks like you just ripped off someone's fucking Tumblr page, and I was like, dude, like you have a lot of good artists in your disposal, and it's like
This is what you
Sonic.
chose?
I've seen
This is
Sonic comic books, and I'm like,
new.
that's not no fucking, Greg Capullo or anything like that. It's not, but so I'm just like, I get it, but like, so anyways, Sonic the Hedgehog Secret Lairs. They got the main characters: Sonic, Tails, Amy, Knuckles,
Hi.
Shadow, Dr. Eggman, and they have an enchantment which is Super State. They are reprinting Nezahan Hammer. They're reprinting Lightning Greaves, the Swiftfoot boots, some fucking
I
vehicle
got your
for
lightning greaves.
Tails.
Look at them slippers. I got your lightning greaves right there, people. Like, if a
Um,
grandmama taking off a shoe to smack you in the head.
I hate that Shadow gets the Swiftfoot boots and Sonic gets the Lightning Greaves, because I'm just like, God damn it, why does Sonic get all the but Sonic is the fucking main character, but I'm like, man, I like Shadow. So obviously I'm gonna build a Shadow deck at some point. The cool thing is that they're not super overpriced. A lot of the secret layers have been really overpriced. People are like meh about the arts design, and a lot of people are meh about the fact, again, the next set is Spider-Man, and there's like, and then after the end of the year, it's gonna be Avatar: The Last Airbender. So it's like all this shit that's not Lorwyn and Tarkir and Zendikar and all these Ikoria, all these like iconic places. Again, I'm saying this as someone who doesn't fucking give a shit. It's just like, stop muddling it. Stop fucking muddling all the shit with like other
Aren't
shit. Like, stop putting Mega Man in fucking Lord of the Rings. It's like, you don't need to do that. Yes, Amy?
aren't we supposed to get a Lorwyn set too? Or are they just sidestepping that?
Marketing problem, right? They don't want to fucking talk about it. But that's
Okay.
the thing. So it's just like they don't give a shit. They just want people to buy all the fucking secret lair shit because they've licensed all that fucking shit out. But yeah, so I'm excited for the cool card types, but I'm not excited that it's just continuing this bullshit trend. Anyways, shall we go to some questions, Josh?
Queries.
Yes, let's go to
We have
questions.
queries.
Let's I'm just the really
We do.
quick breakdown.
Break it down.
Really, go to our Discord, nerdon.tv/Discord. You can join there. There are channels there that you can submit your questions. The very best way is to join the Nerdon Nation that is powered by Patreon, nerdon.tv/Patreon. And it allows you to get your questions in first. But also there are secret channels that are only for you. And you get special content. God, I hate that fucking word. You get early access to our videos that we make.
You
The
get
character
special.
development.
episodes.
You
The
get
character
special bits.
development.
You get
Yes.
specialty bits.
But you can ask questions like Honey Bear asks, what is/has been your nerdy thing that very few people know you nerd over?
What has been my nerdy thing that very few people know you nerd over?
See, this is the problem because I'm very vocal about all the things I nerd about. So now I have to like dig into the recesses
The
of
first
my
rule of
Amy brain.
nerddom. You talk about
Talk
nerddom.
about your nerddom. How else are we supposed to share the glory and just be like, are you interested in this?
How do you
should
find
be.
your crowd,
tribe.
your people?
Something that people don't know that I'm nerdy about. I do Yu-Gi-Oh.
And
Well,
you're
we
very
know
vocal
that.
about that.
I know, that's what I was like, I do Yu-Gi-Oh. Something I haven't talked about in a long time, probably. Because I mean, like, I mean, is it cartoons? Is it a cartoon thing? Is it Ben 10? No, I mean, I talked to Steve's about that, though.
Oh, I think I figured out one for me.
Okay, go ahead.
But it's like niche of a niche of a niche.
But that's
So-
Well, you'll
answering the
you'll have fun
question.
explaining it.
Yeah. Okay.
Welcome
So
to a podcast.
really? We're podcasting? Nobody has to
We'll
see my
talk about
face? What? Okay. So everybody knows I love animation. I love cartoons. I'm very vocal about that. But this originally all started when I was a teenager and got my hands on a cartoon theme song CD put out by Cartoon Network. Now this is where it gets weird.
That sounds awesome.
It's amazing. I still have it and it's not fully scratched. So I listen to it consistently. But
It's not fully scratched.
no,
There's-
it's enough that nothing skips.
Oh,
Like
okay.
even
No, that's
the
important.
anti-skip.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Yeah.
And I got to the point that I can quote the Underdog theme song from the original cartoon, and I watched it really, really aggressively. So sometimes I try to slip it in aggressively. So I know a whole bunch of really super random older like Hanna-Barbera theme songs, like word for word, and they're so much fun, and I still get excited because literally I've switched from in my brain right now the Underdog theme song to Josie and the Pussycats,
Wow.
and Quick Draw McGraw's up on deck. So yeah, there's a really weird kind of random one for me.
I dig it.
Wow.
It's fun.
Mine is kind of newer. And it's one of those things that I could never ever see myself being, but I've really
A little
been,
bitch?
Yeah, I mean that we already knew that, right? No. I didn't expect to be into car stuff. Like when I got my Jeep, I had to do a lot of my own DIY repairs, and joke's on me, I got interested. And I was like, oh, this is really, oh, that's how that works? Oh, that's cool. And it's like learning about how an engine works and all this kind of bullshit. And I'm like, I just want my car to work, but this is cool. This is fun. I'm having fun fixing this thing. And yeah, it's like my search is so many things Jeep Cherokee. It's dumb. And my TikTok is now Jeep stuff, puppy stuff, music stuff. It's just it's fun. I kind of like it. Anyway.
I like that. This is okay. Time.
I think something I'm not. It's not that I'm super nerdy about, but I have like a pretty good fascination with. And if I had more money, I'd be probably spending money to do it. I have a lot of enjoyment for 3D puzzles, like Hanayama puzzles. In
That's
high
why you have a
school, I had
few
a
on your like coffee table. Yeah.
So like if I had, there's like really cool ones where it's like a sword in the stone, and so you have to like figure out which pieces to like kind of move around so that the sword actually comes loose. They do the same thing with what's the really tall building in Washington D.C. that looks like a
Oh,
giant
yeah.
obelisk?
A Washington Monument.
Yeah, that one. So they have the flags near it, and if they're like certain, they're you can't move them unless you do certain things, and then once you can, they start unlocking pins to the thing. There are a lot of different like puzzle boxes that like they look like perfectly machined boxes, but if you look for different inseams, you can like press them down, they'll open up other compartments. I like those kind of puzzles. I don't like here's this piece, put it here. It's like it's just you're just painting but slower. I feel like you put it together, you glue that shit up, you throw it on the wall. Like,
You're just
what? Like,
painting, but slower. Okay.
it's like I
That's a
have to
good
look for the
explanation.
piece before I put it on there. Versus like I could just make this. I could just make my own painting. It's like I'm just cleaning up someone's bullshit mess. It's like I just took someone's shredded tax papers and I had to glue them together like a fucking psycho. Versus like here's the crazy MacGuffin box. You're like, all right, I gotta figure this bitch out. And I think it was highly inspired by Yu-Gi-Oh! Because they had the 3D Millennium Puzzle, and you'd have to put those pieces together. And I have it's in my car actually, but I have like a sphere, and it's one of those like kid block things where it's like, oh yeah, if you poke certain parts of it, like it'll come apart and you can put it back together. That's part of the puzzling. And I like those things because it just makes you rethink of 3D space. Yeah, puzzles. And Brad, Hanayama style puzzles, yeah, are in fact neat. They are.
They are. Next question.
Yes, next
All
question.
right. This one comes from T Dog. Shout out. What video game would you like to see turned into a D&D 5e type game? I already know mine. It's easy. It's you know that this is going to happen. Final Fantasy 7. I mean, come on.
Mm.
It's easy. It's or anything really Final Fantasy related. Ooh, Final Fantasy 8 might be really cool that way. Anyway, that's it. And scene.
And done. Mine's a little more tongue in cheek. I would probably go for any Harvest Moon would be hilarious as D&D because I mean, if you were literally trying to do a one-on-one session, um, because there's a whole bunch of NPCs and you have to woo them, it would be really nice to do. So if they ever decide to do another Red Nose Day where it's like Stephen Colbert and Matthew Mercer doing just a one shot, it would be great and it would work really well and it would be easy for you to play either with multiple people or to go around and be like having that one-on-one personal experience and the story would never be the same because it's coming from first person perspective.
I dig it. I dig it.
These are pretty good. These are pretty good. Um, what video game? A video game? Video game into a D&D 5e type game? These are the games that
Elden
Brad
Ring.
hates. Now that shit would suck, but you know how hard that shit is. Like everything, you're just underpowered. It's like, oh, I go fucking grind for like hours because it's like a 5e games is like, oh, you just do story. It's not you're not supposed to. Okay, guys, we have to do the grind fucking sessions. Like, what the fuck is that? That's not
And you die.
So, yeah, and you don't fucking come back. There is no tarnished returns. 5 D&D 5e type game. I mean, maybe it's just Yu-Gi-Oh.
Pinocchio. It's always
maybe
just Yu-Gi-Oh.
maybe it's just Yu-Gi-Oh because again, you have to, it's the turn-based shit. It's like you drew a card. Everyone has a deck of many things, and all these deck of many things just play more monsters, and then you just draw cards and you throw them at each other.
Okay.
I mean, What I mean, in a video game, I mean, also, Honey Bear in the chat, dating is everything.
Date everything is fantastic and
I
so
mean,
ridiculous.
you could say
People are
Cyberpunk 2077, but that was a game,
Mm-hmm.
and you can romance people.
I mean, you can romance anything if you try hard enough. Doesn't always mean it'll respond.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm.
Yeah. Next question.
Yes, please.
Yep.
Next
I was gonna
question
say there is
comes
that
from
legendary session where someone definitely kissed Tiamat.
just gently stroke. Little...
coming from Just Terrestrial. Always wondered how much wood a woodchuck might chuck, assuming, of course, a woodchuck would chuck wood.
Okay, we know the answer, right?
Yeah.
From Big Daddy?
What's yours?
It's 7.
I forgot.
That's from Big Daddy.
Yes, I forgot about that one because my brain went to a woodchuck would chuck as much wood as a woodchuck could chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood.
Bitch.
Yeah. That's where I was like, there's an answer. That's a tongue twister too. But I forgot that it was 7.
Wow. Let me just
so good.
Let me just triple check. Because he says it, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure he just says 7, and I'm like, that's the answer. That's forever going to be the answer.
I mean, yeah, I like yours better than me knowing the answer that, as much wood as a woodchuck could chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood. Versus, I think there's like a real world
basically
answer.
However fucking much it wants. All right,
And
why
I mean,
you gotta limit the woodchuck, huh? Why you gotta ask? As much as it wants, okay?
Exactly. Don't tell him what to do. He'll do what he wants, or she.
Why
they
are
will.
you yucking the chucking fun?
That's a t-shirt.
Don't chuck with me.
See?
What the chuck? Anyway.
See, Pakistani Phil needs some. Oh, he's a groundhog, but he could definitely get some woodchuck merch. You just sneak it in.
Yeah.
Woodchuck. Is it? I feel like it's not Big Daddy. I feel like it's actually something else. But I remember there's a movie where someone says 7, and it ended. It ended the conversation. I was like, that's really good. And I can't find it, but that's the answer for me. Just Terrestrial, thank you for the question. That's a good question.
Thank you.
I like that.
And
that's also a good answer for how many push-ups can you do? All of them.
As much.
How much can you lift?
As much as I need to.
Exactly. That's it. It's like, as much as I need, baby.
It is, by the way, it is Big Daddy. You are correct.
It is Big. Okay. I was gonna say, I was like, is that where he says 7?
Yeah, it literally it wasn't showing up, and I just Googled, and all it is how much wood could a woodchuck, and it's a picture of Adam Sandler, and it's Big Daddy. So I was like, excellent, found it.
Okay. Is that it? Is that all the questions of the day? Oh, we have maybe one more question.
Was there one
I think
in the chat?
Brad asked it in the chat. This will be the last one of the night, because we're getting close to it. What's a fictional animal death that wrecked you? R.I.P. Moon. Real ones, no.
I mean, my question in regards to Moon, are we talking about an Almost Christmas Story, the short? Because there was a bird named Moon in there that was very sad.
Probably that.
I mean, there's also the one that was the bat. There was a story in a book about a bat, but I don't think they died.
Fictional animal death that wrecked me.
How far back do we want to go? Because we got quite a few. I'll go first. I got two. I got two. I'll go animated and I'll go non-animated. First, live action fictional death, Shadow from Homeward Bound.
Okay.
Just no. I was done. I couldn't. I watched it.
Is that in the third one?
I believe so.
Because I remember watching the second one and loving it. I'm like, Shadow doesn't die.
No, my thing was when Shadow also got stuck in the mud and I'm fairly certain he was dying. He's like, just leave me. I was like, I hate this. Yeah, see, Josh knows.
I know mine, and I just like, I'm reliving it. I'm like, oh my god.
Is it the hippogriff?
No, it's Mr. Jingles in the Green Mile.
Oh,
No.
that's
Oh,
fun.
I remember. Oh, I hate any animal death. Like nowadays, when I see it in something, I'm like, how fucking dare you? How
But Mr.
dare
Cheeto.
you? But Mr.
What
Jingle.
about Aggro in Shadow of the Colossus?
Uh,
It's really sad.
Artax in Neverending
Our
Story.
in the story that
Yeah.
killed us all.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I mean, what else? The
Ooh, I mean, to me, it's mom in fucking Land Before
Your
Time.
time, Little
Oh,
Cook's mom, where she's laying there.
Fuck,
Yep.
that
Yep. That was.
sucks.
Yep. That
That
was on my list.
sucks. Oh, the fucking ant in Honey I Shrunk the Kids.
yes.
That fucked me
Auntie.
up.
Oh,
Which also, by the way, that ant, it was a
Auntie.
huge ant if that scorpion was like the same size.
And the sounds Auntie would make.
Grounded 2 is coming. I forgot.
Oh, Jesus. Wow. What other
Oh,
ones? I mean, Hooch.
from Turner and Hooch. That's mean.
Turner and
That's mean.
Hooch.
Skip from My Dog Skip is a hard pull when he's just on the bed and he's dying of old age. This is bad. This is bad. This is a great bad.
Oh, Charlotte.
Charlie in All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Shut up.
Oh,
Shut up right now.
fuck. That's a good
Shut
one.
up.
Charlie. Charlie.
I love you, Charlie.
Oh.
Oh, Hedwig dies?
Yeah. Hedwig
don't
straight
remember
up gets
Hedwig
shot out
dying.
of the sky, but it's so fast you don't even notice.
See, to me, what's his face? Who's the boy? Who's the
and you know the
little?
thing that
I'm not
comes
a
with-
naked man.
When you think of All Dogs Go to Heaven and the trauma that comes from the BTS of
Oh,
that
yeah.
movie.
Oh,
my
dude,
God,
it's
it just
fucked
gets
up.
worse. It just
She
gets
already
worse.
recorded her fucking lines before
Ducky.
that scene.
Ducky. She was our ducky.
Oh. Ah.
I just tell people when they start watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, I'm like, Iroh, bro. Like, don't fuck.
Dude, but he's not an
Fuck.
animal.
I know. Okay. Animals. Much more sad than people.
I'm
Um,
kind of a
it's
monster
also a
that
good
way.
one. Now,
I mean, aren't we all just a little
I'm
bit?
terrible when it comes to that. I'm just like, if I hear a baby crying, I'm like, ew. But if I hear a puppy like whining, I'm like, what the fuck do I need to do right now? Who am I cutting? It's terrible. I don't have that father instinct. I'm just like, who do I have to kill? There is a puppy. There's a kitten in trouble. I need to. Who am I saving right now?
That's like, but that's the one that you kind of like want. You want at least somebody that's like I know everybody Mufasa in Lion King the first time you saw it when you were a kid. Like that's like one of those staple ones, but I don't think it touched as deeply as us literally having to watch real animals, even if they were acting. We're just like, this is not okay ever, 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 ever in our hearts, in our minds.
I mean, Mufasa's pretty intense because, like, he's just like, "Oh, you stupid ass kid," and he's like, "I'll protect you," and you're like, "Oh, fuck."
Anytime I see
it's guilt for Simba.
Anytime I see like a movie and there's like an animal that's introduced, and it's kind of like you dig into the chair and you're like, don't do it.
Mhm.
Don't you do it. You better not. You better. I'm fucking done with you.
See, like the other one for, I know people are like, oh, you should watch Hachi. And I was like, hell no. No, he sat there and waited. I'm like, I don't want you to be like, this is a movie about loyalty and perseverance. I was like,
Shut
this dog. Exactly. I'm like, this dog sat there and literally withered away and died waiting for somebody. I don't know. This is what was his name? Fry's dog in Futurama.
Oh, fucking Seymour?
Yes. I do not.
Futurama Seymour, right? Seymour.
Yes.
Let me just make sure.
And he's like, he
but
had
also
to,
no. But he had a full life.
but he stayed there and waited.
He waited. He did eat. He survived. He didn't.
Eat, but that he sits down and he lays down under this little old man mustache and he crosses his paws.
He's seen more butts.
Oh, this is
Uh,
depressing. Do we have an uplifting one? Who's got something?
Oh my God, does the dog die.com? Oh my
uh,
God.
it's needed, man. It's needed. I feel like if I were to ever make a movie and I'm going to have an animal, like part of the marketing is like the dog does not die, and it's
Yeah.
like you got to do that, and then you. I think people would be surprised how well that marketing would be.
R.I.P. Mr. Jingles. Oh.
That one
it's
is
fucked up.
that one is so bad. I mean, you've got Ray from Princess and the Frog, but Mr. Jingles kind of just damn.
Oof.
So fucked
Oof.
up.
Oof.
So fucked
We
up.
need a happy question and then we can end the episode.
Please, please, please. I need something better than
In the chat, someone save it. Someone save it with the
Puppies
happy
or
question, please.
kittens?
both.
Both.
Someone's gonna say like, could you kill a dog by hitting it with a kitten? It's gonna be like, oh my god, you're a
No,
monster.
why are you
Nobody said
encouraging
that.
these? No, Tom,
I'm a
don't
terrible
say
person.
that.
What's that? I'm just looking at other animal deaths that are
Why?
rough.
No.
Oh, what's made you super happy recently? From Honey Bear.
I love you,
chat.
Honey Bear.
Talking about how
Honey Bear asking this question has made me so much happier than I 5 seconds ago.
I have an answer for this because more recently, like over the weekend, I was invited to a karaoke birthday party for somebody. I'm making friends with this. We're building a friendship, and she's like one of my heroes as an actor, and I'm like, oh my God, she invited me, like, and we went to I've never been to one of these karaoke places that you actually like you just rent a room and you're just with your people in this room, and I'm like, I like this scenario. I don't like dive bar karaoke where I'm just like singing to the room. I'm like, oh, this is just friends having fun singing songs. And I was like,
were you in K-Town?
Yeah, it was Max.
Yeah, that's a good spot for this.
Yeah, it was.
That's a good one. Been there.
It was a lot of fun, and I got to sing "Go the Distance" from Hercules.
Oh.
There was a lot of Disney. There always seems to be a lot of Disney songs.
They're just easy go-tos.
They're easy go-tos.
Hey,
and
Roger
everybody
Bart
gets
is
into
not
them.
easy go-toing.
I think they're easier than anything Eminem has done.
Life in general has been making me kind of, because of what I was talking about with death and whatnot, where I'm looking at life a little bit differently right now. I can't say I'm always going to have that appreciation because we're humans and it happens. You remember, you forget, you remember, you forget. But it's like right now I'm kind of like, wow, my peach tree is peaches are dropping and I'm going to get to make peach preserves.
Peaches are peaching?
Yes.
Peaches are peaching, but that fucking squirrel keeps eating them. That fucking squirrel.
He knows.
He needs a movie death. I'm sorry, but we need to do something about this. Something very.
What if I named him Mr. Jingles?
No! You were supposed to be the chosen one.
See how you name them and it fucks it up?
You were supposed to be the chosen one. This question.
That's good.
All right,
I got
Amy.
one. Yeah.
Happy time.
Okay. So I have recently re-engaged with the library for our city, which I love a good. Oh, am I not only capable of reading? I enjoy it. Hey, thank you.
That's more than 50% of the country.
Yes, I'm winning.
Well, because half of them are like babies.
Yeah.
Touche. But so finding out once again that the library is the most fantastic place has been such a delight for me. But and finding out not only have they expanded what you can borrow from the library, but your library card can unlock certain things. So like if you have Libby, you can get audiobooks.
Oh yeah,
for free. But there's another.
There are streaming applications you can use. Yeah, and I was like, what the fuck? We were trying to watch something recently, and I was like, you can't do it unless you have a library card.
Just tell me, and I'll give you my library card number.
No, I should just go get one myself.
You actually kind of should, because it's fantastic. But yeah, like literally, there's all sorts of apps. We have here, there's a garden seed lending library where you can actually take seeds and garden, and then if you do produce something, they ask you to bring some seeds back. They do video games, they do equipment, there's maker space. It's great. But the thing that made me super duper happy is I like to bake. I like cooking. It's a great outlet for me. And I have been a stickler for however long this book has been out. But I got 2 cookbooks from the library, which means I'm going to take all the recipes that I want, put them into my super secret, not so secret notebook, and try them out. And the first one was the Stanley Tucci cookbook. Oh my god, it is so
Oh.
lovely. It is easy, it is light. It feels uncomplicated and that you can actually partake in these recipes without like driving yourself nuts. It's super like from a layout standpoint, it's very clean, it's very easy things, and
That
there's
tracks.
little side
That really
bits.
does. Like
Yeah,
with
it's
Tucci, I'm like,
so
yeah, that tracks.
it's so wonderful. Like you can see where he and his family are just enjoying things. And then there's little like he's got Tony Shalhoub's essentially it's dolmas, but it's like Tony Shalhoub's stuffed grape leaves. And he talks about, when they were in was it big it wasn't Big Night Out. They played brothers in an Italian restaurant in a movie, and I cannot remember the name for the life of me, but I did see part of it. But he talks about that they're still friends, and he begged Tony to give him
Big
this
night.
recipe. Thank you. To give him this recipe because he had shown up one night and Tony was making it, and he did. And it's like there's these little sprinklings of Stanley Tucci is famous, but he just loves cooking, like genuinely. And it's so great to read and it got me super duper happy. And then the second one, Tom will appreciate this. Magic the Gathering cookbook that I borrowed from the San Francisco library. Because they sent it to me. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Was it just Agatha's Cauldron?
No, it's not. There's a whole bunch of Tybalt stuff. So it's basically the Magic the Gathering cookbook, which it's in a different library entirely. So I had to like request it through my library to get it from the San Francisco Public Library, and they delivered it to my library for me to pick up. It's fantastic. I love this so much. Essentially it's like I have power, so much power.
I can has it.
Can you say Asmo Random Mardice to get Koldakar?
No, I can't. I haven't even been able to read that card, Tom. But
I one day I'll make that.
One day you will. But it's divided up by planes. Even though Amonkhet is not on the planes, I was really pissed off. There's stuff for Eldraine, Zendikar, like it goes the distance. Shout out to Josh. And it's really fun. So yeah, that's my super happy. I got some cookbooks and I can always return them at no cost to me. Support your dang libraries, folks.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you. What about you, Tom?
I'm trying to kind of nothing. Like, what's making me happy? Like, happy to me is like a pretty elevated position. I think what keeps me going is like every once in a while someone be like, you want to shoot a thing? I'm like, all right. I feel like I'm the most at ease or relaxed. I think honestly when I get to play some fucking Dead by Daylight on a stream, like that's probably the best thing. Like right now Magic the Gathering is becoming more of like a networking thing now. And it's more just like, cool, I'm not here to have fun. I'm here to meet people now. I'm here to like get to know them, and getting to know people is fun in some regard because like, I try to take a genuine interest in people, but it's not like I'm here to not think. And I think to me, I'd like to just not think too much because, when I'm shooting something, most of the time it's a one-man band. No one wants to fucking do anything. Everyone wants to be the fucking star, or they want to be the person that doesn't have to carry all the gear. They want to be in front of the camera, or they want to tell me what the fuck to shoot. So like when I shoot it, I'm like, okay, well now I have to think about these certain things. But it's been cool lately that I've gotten one or two things where like, oh, I'll pay you some money to shoot this thing. I'll pay this money, but they're gigs, they're work. They're not really a fun time for me at this moment because it's not really. I'm shooting other people's things. I'm not shooting things for myself.
Tom,
Yes.
you're getting hard in your head, bud.
Yeah.
Like you're deep in the deep think. What's something that made you smile? Top of your head. Don't go too far in. You can just even pick something today. Something dumb fun.
Nothing was fun today.
Nothing. This
Um,
isn't fun. Josh, he said it. He said it. He just said time with us is not fun.
Well, everybody, that's the show. You know the drill, as always.
I got a
Fucking nerd on, I guess.
coffee.
You got coffee.
I got a coffee.
Hey.
I got a coffee in downtown Burbank, and everyone left me the fuck alone.
Hell yeah.
And I was like, cool. I don't
There you
want
go.
I don't want to do anything for anybody. I was like, cool. I'm just gonna have a coffee, burn my wallet, and that's it.
Hell yeah. Get it.
Little things matter.
Well, everybody. Womp, 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 womp.
We went to happy to unhappy to
That's
medium happy.
the update, everybody.
My therapist and I, we have an agreement. It's just like, just get to even keel, because it's
Trying to
better
do
than being
better.
depressed.
I'm just trying
Very
to do
true.
It's way better than being depressed. Being like even keel and like wanting to live is way better than being depressed.
True.
And I was depressed for a very long time, so I'm like, I don't need. Keanu Reeves a little way. It's like I don't need to be happy all the time.
No, I get it.
That's kind of the
I
thing.
understand. That's why when I go, I just go, I'm just trying to do better. I'm just, I don't need to be like fucking on top of the world all the time. But right now, I don't want to harm myself. So we're good. We're good. We're good.
Yeah. And that's a good thing.
It is a
But
good thing.
do we want to raid somebody?
Yeah, let's find someone we can raid over to.
While you're doing that, I'm just going to do the spiel. Check out our website, nerdon.tv. Check out our Patreon. It really does help us. It really does. I don't mean to harp on it, but it really does help us to even just be able to continue to make more content. And, oh, God, I did it again.
videos, podcasts,
to make more
shows,
videos, episodes. We have
Something.
something cooking.
entertainment.
That I'm really excited about. It's a baby of mine that working on. So with some pretty exciting
There's a thing?
casting happening. Yeah.
There's
I'll
some
tell you
things
about
I'm
it.
excited.
I'll tell you about it
Yay.
when we get off. But yeah, some good stuff is coming. We do have plans and whatnot. So join us. Join the Nerd On Nation. Join that Discord. I think that's the best way to keep up. There's some cool channels in there.
$1 a month, y'all.
$1 a month. That's it.
Dollar
Yeah,
dollar
$1 a
bill,
month.
y'all.
Dude, get it. But that's it. You got a
Real
raid started?
quick. Yes, real quick. Check out the latest Cardboard Chance episode. It's live on our YouTube. And we're going to be raiding over to James the Tang. I think they're just hanging out, chatting. They have a feature film called To Die Alone on Tubi. Watch that over the weekend. Indie flick. If you're into movies that are about like two people just kind of like figuring each other out, but also like through stakes of life and death, but then like the world doesn't necessarily change too much, but someone's life conviction to continue living on gets reignited. That's the movie for you, baby.
Boom.
To Die Alone on Tubi for free. We're rating over James the Tang.
Sweet. While that raid is getting started, you know the drill. As always, nerd on.
Nerd on.